Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So as always on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with Japanese and CFS for tomorrow, and I shall get time back for you in a moment. Just say that first video today for 6 AM, I've got 10 to 14 day calculator on today, as well as the East 7 day slash 6 weeks. Okay, I'll be around 7ish this evening, and I'll be live streaming. Wow, what a day of content. I'll be live streaming around 10:30 tonight. We'll live stream the GFS 18Z, aka the pub run, and I shall see you live for a little bit of D fun later. Please like, share, subscribe on video. Thank you so very much everybody for doing that. Right, let's start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly from the JMA. So, of course, we've got the North Pole. This is from the Arctic North Pole. We've got North Pole just there. Arctic circles around there. Mid-latitudes even are through there. So, yellow, orange, and red extrapolate to above average height, which is high pressure, blue to below average height, which is low pressure. These are broken down into week periods, and the first week period takes us from today, the 24th of February, through to the 3rd of March. The coming week, then, will be dominated by high pressure sitting over and to the north of the country, and around that we're going to be bringing in something of an easterly wind. So mainly dry, but rather on the cool side in the week ahead. Now, changes for week 2. This is the 3rd to the 10th of March. The high pressure goes into, wait for it, retrogression. Retrogression. I can't roll my arse, I'm so sorry. With high pressure going out into the Atlantic and up to Greenland, and a trough of low sinking in across the northwest. I think this could well be turning wind into a cold northerly or northeasterly. Well. Cold and wintry maybe there for week 2. And then I'm getting ready for a live stream tonight. Don't worry, everybody. I'm not losing the plot. And then weeks 3 and 4 will be the 10th to the 24th of February, with high pressure around Greenland and low pressure coming in underneath there. And so that's still going to be quite unsettled and potentially pretty chilly as well. We could still be bringing in the wind, especially in northern areas, from quite a cold northeasterly direction, with that perhaps a bit milder though down south. Right, let's have a look at the tropical mid-latitude view then. We can't see Greenland, Iceland, Arctic, North Pole, Scandinavia, all those areas off the chart up there, but we had a look at that view down, so we know what's going on from a northern hemispheric point of view. UK and Ireland top right hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it. Reminder of the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly, with high pressure firmly over and slightly to the north of the UK and Ireland, and winds tending to be coming in from an easterly direction. So quite a cold week to come next week. This is 24th of Feb to the 3rd of March. Yes, it is below average, especially so for Ireland, England, and Wales. That's a little bit less so for Scotland, but quite a cold week come next week. There'll be some frost around, and the precipitation anomaly is significantly drier than average as well. Wow! Very dry week to come in what has been an exceptionally dry February. Right, week 2 will be the 3rd to the 10th of March, and we find high pressure pulls out into the Atlantic, and places like Iceland and Greenland would be up here somewhere. We push the high pressure north. We've got low pressure sitting to our south and southeast, and so we thought that might be bringing in quite a cold sort of northerly, northeasterly flow. Look at this, temperature anomalies with JMA are going well below average there. Goodness gracious me. For the UK, for Ivory, most parts of Europe as well. You don't see that very often with the JMA. So there we go, cold and average week there from the 3rd to the 10th of March. Also drier than normal, with those colder temperatures. But if there is any precipitation around, some of it could be wintering. Right, and then we go through to weeks 3 and 4, which will be the 10th to 24th of March. So again, and basically Greenland's up here. We know we've got some high pressure up towards there, and low pressure coming in off the Atlantic. So it's less cold through this period, more of an Atlantic influence. and it is also more unsettled as well, so becoming a bit wetter as we go further on into March there. Of course, that's a 2-week anomaly. It could be transitional, so something like week 3 still quite cold, and then week 4 milder could be going on, and whatnot. You don't never quite tell with a 2-weekly anomaly. Right, let's have a look at CFSB2 then, see how that compares. These are 500 millibar height knowledge breaking down into week periods again. The first week period will take us from the 24th of February to the 2nd of March. The coming week is dominated by high pressure, perfect agreement between the JMA and the CFS for week 1. Winds tend to be coming in from an easterly direction, dry but chilly. Week 2 will be the 3rd to the 9th of March. High pressure pulls out into the Atlantic, begins to go up towards Greenland. Low pressure to our east and also south. Could that start to pull in a colder sort of northeasterly type flow? Maybe. And then week 3, I should say, get ahead of myself, is a to the 16th of March with a mid-Atlantic ridge and a Greenland blocking trough of low pressure over to the east. That could definitely be bringing in a cold northerly or northeasterly wind there. I don't see why not. And then week 4 will be the 17th, 23rd of March. High pressure then goes southwards. That probably starts to turn things a little bit milder, although the ridge is still sort of central north Scotland. But I think that probably starts to turn things a bit milder, and maybe that's a commencement of spring there. Then even into the second half of March. Right, what are the temperature anomalies doing? So week 1, 24th of Feb to 2nd of March, is mild average in the north, a little bit cooler further south, not as cold as the JMA is showing for week 1, so there's disagreement about that. Notice it's very cold just over the other side of the North Sea and the Channel. Week 2 is relatively mild. That's the 3rd to the 9th of March. It's when the JMA is cold, of course, so we hang on to mild temperatures there. Again, most of Europe, away from Scandinavia, looking really cold there in week 2. Now, week 3 does go colder. This is the 10th to 16th of March. So, CFS is getting cold. It's just taking a little bit longer to get there. But eventually, it does get the cold into week 3. Most parts of Europe, and also including Scandinavia, looking cold then. And then still rather on the chilly side, actually, for week 4 is 17th, 23rd of March. So, not much of a recovery in the temperature, away from the far north anyway. Again, much of Europe looking quite cold. Maybe parts of Europe in for a cold March, if this is correct. And then finally, precipitation-wise, week 1, 24th of Feb to the 2nd of March, drier than normal. And week 2 is also drier than average as well. It's the 3rd to the 9th of March. That one coming out drier than average as well. Week 3, count to 16th March, begin to lose the signal, and not much of signal for week 4 either, 17th, 23rd of March. As ever, the signal gets weaker for precipitation the further out you go. Right, well, pick the bones out of that then. What do we make of that? Definitely good agreement, but we're starting off mostly dry, and a little bit of a discrepancy about temperatures for next week. I think probably quite a chilly week, but with cold nights and milder sort of days. And then we go into March. It looks like we're going to get some cold weather at some point in March. The JMA is a little bit quicker with that, and the CFS is a little bit later with it, but they're both sort of getting some cold weather through into March via blocking. So colder for the first half of March, I think, from JMA Friday for this week. Right, okay, that's it for JMA Friday for this week. Maybe just a snapshot. What models are showing could look completely different when we look at them again next week. So, any forecast beyond 5-7 days comes with big health warnings and large pinches of salt attached. We will be back a little bit later on with your 10 to 14 day, which is going to include all our breaker features. Got to be E7 day 42 days /6 weeks again coming up for you this evening. We're going to be live streaming tonight. It's all going on the channel today. So busy day for Gav and for GavsWeatherVids. If you are enjoying all of the content, then please give us a like and a sub and whatnot. And thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that. We'll be back shortly, 10 to 14 day for JMA Friday this week. That's up and down. And thanks for watching.